Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host. I'm the Mad Montreal Man. People just call me Joseph. But yeah, it's been over a week since I last did a video. And part of it, as you can tell, is, well, the last video you saw, the sound wall collapsed. It literally collapsed. So that had to happen. So the new sound wall, and the sound wall is better. It's new. It's improved. It goes all the way from one end to the other. So yeah, the sound wall is back, finally. And as for not doing a video last week, well, what happened was, the previous Monday, last Monday, I went to work, came home, and I was burning up. I had a fever. I was like 101, burning up. Throat was killing me. Felt like total garbage. And I'm thinking, okay, I got a flu, throat infection, whatever. So my day off was Tuesday, and I spent that entire day in bed, sick like a dog. I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out of bed. I pretty much was stuck in bed. And I had a whole bunch of shifts, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I went to work every day, and I got home. I was so tired, feverish, tired, coughing up a lung. I just crashed every night. And it got so bad that on Sunday, this last Sunday, I had a shift, and I had to call in sick. And I'm thinking, okay, at first it was just like, flu, head cold. Then I went, okay, it's in my lungs. It's a chest cold. Well, it turns out that I haven't been this sick since December of 2023. Pneumonia. I've been coughing up phlegm. Still not 100%. But I took all of Sunday off. I went to work on Monday, and thankfully today was a day off. Tomorrow's a day off, so I can finish all the edit of this thing. And then the rest of the week I'm working. And that's it. I'm sorry you didn't get a show on Friday, but you'll get a show Wednesday night. And of course, there'll be a show on Friday, of course, going forward. And if I sound a little hoarse or cough a lot, I'm sorry. I'm dying here, okay? That, it's depressing, because I just found out that I'll never be able to retire. No. I looked up what my pension will be if I take it at 60. And I don't know about you, but I can't live on $541 a month, especially when the rent's almost $2,000. But that's besides the point. I will work until I die because I am a toyaholic and I love my action figures. Hopefully you like your action figures too. So first of all, what do you think of the new wall? Some of it's still the same boxes. New boxes have been added. It's been reinforced, like I said. And I was able to also tidy up my Kryptonite universe. And that guy up there is my version of Guy Gardner. But that'll wait till I actually have time to film the Kryptonite universe stuff I want to do. But right now we're here to talk about action figures. I kind of owe you some, don't I? It's like, But I figure we're going to do something different. I know we normally do DC, but I've had this thing kicking around for a while. I'm tired of looking at it. And I'm not talking about the custom I'm going to be working on soon to make an old man Bruce Wayne. I got to paint this whole suit black. Yeah. It's the Joker body with a Bruce Wayne head. Gotta have some fun. But I got this Legends Secret Wars Titania, which I got, how many months ago did I get this thing? I can't remember. But I'm going to open it up, take a look at it. This will be the first thing we're looking at today. And in the future, we will be looking at, of course, Shazam, Superman, and Deathstroke. But for now, let's start with this guy, and I got two more after this. It's going to be a big episode for a Wednesday. So what do you say I get my friend, Dr. Scalpel out, and let's just take this thing, get this thing open. Look, mention package people. Ah! Now, that's one thing about the DC multiverse I give McFarlane credit for. You can keep the packaging. But these guys, not really. It's just... And I know some people like the retro look. Oh, look, you got the thing in the back. You see other figures. I don't care for that. I didn't care for that back in the day. You know, I had a whole bunch of these Secret War things when they were like this big, and frankly, you know, I still have some somewhere downstairs. But yeah, let's take a look. So you can kind of keep the packaging, but I don't really care too much about it. So let's. Well, one thing about Marvel Legends, no plastic tidings. So I'm going to put the close-up in now, and you can take a look at that, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I don't know why they even give you this. It's just a cardboard that says Secret Wars, and it just tells you how to use this thing. Ooh, looky. You can have her hold it with a peg, or it can clip onto her wrist. Ooh, looky. Ooh, it's so special. Not. It was a gimmick back in those days. It's a gimmick now. She does have, of course, two open hands, whatever. But let's look at the figure itself. Well, one thing I like, one thing I don't like. I like the sculpt of the body. It doesn't have the usual Marvel Legends U shape. It's got a nice torso. The legs are well sculpted. I like the sculpt, except that face. That is... Yeah, it's a horrible face. It really is. I wasn't sure you can tell in the close-up, but the eyes are off center. Yeah, the eyes are kind of like one's here, one's up there. It's not a good head sculpt, which is a shame too, because it's not a bad body. I mean, it's just one of the ones where, you know, I'd probably take. I know I have other heads. Yeah, let's take a look. Hey, what do you think? Do a head swap for, I think that was a Jean Grey Phoenix head. It's too small. But no, it's just one of those ones where it lets me down, especially for the price point on this. I remember that when I picked it up, originally, being a Marvel Legend, it was more expensive than a DC Multiverse. Yeah. And I had to pre-order this. I have to get this thing from GameStop. Thank you, by the way, GameStop. You got it for me after all. And the thing was, it actually sold out the first time. And last time I was at GameStop, they got more back in stock. So it's not even a rare one to think about it. And it's one thing that's thinking about it more and more, the hands are kind of small. Well, maybe not. But there's Titania. Disappointing. I do like the height of her, though, because, you know, it does sort of fit in with a DC Multiverse. So if I ever get bored of looking at that face, which I probably will get bored of, it's really badly sculpted face. Ooh. I'll probably do a head swap, maybe paint it something else, because this could be a decent character if it wasn't for that face. But that's enough with her. I'm done with her. Okay. So, I promised you guys 2 other figures today. Now, we got a whole bunch of stuff I could choose from, but I figured might as well do... Yes, that's right, more movie figures. Of course, we got the Batman Armored Suit, the newest one that came out. And no, before you ask, I did not buy the 2-pack where he has the damaged one, nor did I get the 2-pack where it's the desert one where he's got the guns. I didn't bother, but I did get this one, which I did want to get. But I figure we'll start off with the Armored Batman. Why not? Let me put this guy back down for a second here. Alrighty. Dr. Scalpel, meat box. And I know some people are telling me I should have bought the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman that came out with these two, but I don't Didn't seem like I wanted to pick it up at the time. Okay. I must admit, one thing, though. I do like the inside artwork. I like that. It's a nice little effect. Alright, so I'm going to cut away for now. Do an insert. Oh, the close-up, of course. That's what I mean by doing the insert. And I'll be back to talk about this figure. Well, of course, you get your usual card. Pretty much the same photo in the back of the box. But let's get into it, shall we? Now, the reason why I wanted this figure is because the only other version I had of the movie armor was from the old DC Direct guy. As you can tell, he's smaller, punier. Yeah, he's okay at the time, but I want something better. And I have to say, this is better. I mean, wired cape, torn and tattered. Kind of like that. You know, it's a battle cape. The battle damage on the armor is nice. The face itself isn't really Ben Affleck. Maybe the lips a little bit, but no, this is actually surprisingly enjoyable. You think he'd be heavier. Because when I think about like the armored Batman, I think back to the actual comic book, you know, Batman vs Superman comic book from the Dark Knight series. It's a big bulky armor. He doesn't feel that heavy. He's got a good weight to him. I do like him. He is missing one thing though. He's not missing a fist. He's not missing an open hand. He's missing a weapon. He is. He should have come with, you know, like a blaster or a spear, just saying. But then again, McFarlane, you want to get that Kryptonite spear, you got to buy that Superman Doomsday 2-pack. A 2-pack that I don't think is worth the money, because that Doomsday looks horrible. The Superman looks pretty good, but that Doomsday just looks like garbage. And I'm on a budget. Even though I'm working again, it's not 40 hours a week. I'm still trying to find a better paying job because, yeah, this is life. Toyaholic. But no, this one I do recommend. If you want a armored Batman for your collection, I do recommend this one. I mean, there's actually really good mobility in the head. I like that. He's got pretty good mobility, and he doesn't feel overly heavy. I like him. This is a good looking, you know, armored Batman. Makes me kind of think maybe I should have bought the other one with the face, but then again, I like it, the helmet on. Who knows? I win the lottery, I'll buy the 2-pack, and I'll even get that dream sequence one, but for now, I'm happy with this, because it definitely is better than this. But let's move on, shall we? Alright, this one, I got lucky. Pre-orders had already gone out. I didn't get it when the pre-order... Excuse me. I told you I'm not feeling well. Hey, you know I'm sick when I'm drinking this stuff and not my usual. Yeah. Hurts to talk. And why am I drinking this? Because the other day at work they didn't have the other one. Alright, this one I was looking forward to, because I have the Centennial Park Superman statue, and this is another statue Superman, so what do you say? Let's get to it. Dr. Scalpel. Me coughing up along. And let's take him out of the box. Now, I know you're probably thinking, because, you know, for example, Casey at GameStop was like, you're going to end up by buying it anyway. I might. Even though I must admit, I did turn something down. I had pre-ordered the Justice League Task Force without knowing what it was. When I went down to pick up my pre-order that came in, they had all 4 of them, except the Batman they had was the variant. And then I took a look at them. Let's just put it this way. Thank you, GameStop, for letting me cancel that pre-order because the Justice League Task Force figures look like crap. And I definitely wasn't going to buy 4 figures when one of them was the variant. It would mean having orange arms on the dark side, which I already have dark side anyway. So I didn't pick them up. That's one I figure is going to be on sale down the road. You'll find the Justice League Task Force from time to time. But same kind of inside packaging. And I'm going to cut away, do the close-up, and we'll be back. Now, typical card. The card's kind of dark. You can't really see much detail in the card, but he does come with spare hands. I did switch out one hand for the close-up because he has 2 fists, of course. I'm pointing at you. And another grabby hand. I preferred for the right hand to be the open hand, as you saw in the close-up. Once again, it's a nice wired cape. I do like it. It has a nice metallic feel to it, which is interesting. Now, I have to admit, the shine on the face, the head sculpt is a shinier sort of gray metal than the rest of the body. But in some ways, it kind of makes sense a little bit. I do like the false god put on top of that, and the detail is there. I mean, if you collected the movie Supermans before, you're gonna have the same basic body except as a rubber plastic cape. So I do like it. It does look like Henry Cavill from the side. I do like it. This one I definitely recommend. Pick him up. It just looks good. I mean, it's not quite as posable as the statue in the movie. That's understandable, but it does look good. It really does look good. And when I eventually get the shelves all finished and sorted out, you'll be able to see it on the shelf. Proudly displayed, of course, the Henry Cavill open hand. I'm saving you, Superman. Now, that does look good. I do recommend it. And that's it for the Wednesday show this week. As for Friday's show, I don't know. I could do the Batman Beyond or the Platinum version if I really wanted to. I've also got Batman Noel that came in. I got the DC Directs to come in as well. I've also got what's probably going to turn out to be a Green Lantern special, because we got the shinier Al Jordan, the Sinestro, the frickin'... Yeah, there's a lot of Green Lanterns to be looked at soon. So I'm not sure which one. But I'll make up my mind tomorrow when I film the Friday episode. Until then, everybody, do your best, of course. I'm doing my best now. Doing my best, of course, to stay healthy. It's not easy. And, of course, when you get, like, really cool action figures that actually do look good, and you're surprised that they look good, it's a good way to stay happy. And even though life is always throwing you a curveball every now and then, every time you think you start getting some progress in life, something knocks you down, you still got to do your best to stay positive. And we'll see you on Friday for the next On the Peg.